Is she naked? She's still naked from last night. Squirm. Muni. Muni? Wait, did I woke up from my sleep, and then I touched something warm and then shouted out in bewilderment. We fell asleep here too. Aoi? And he's naked too. Oh, this is Kotori's perspective. You remember what happened last night, Kotori? Then I recalled what happened yesterday night, and then I understood why this. I understood this ridiculous scene. But thanks to recalling what happened yesterday, my face got hot. So despite being naked right now, she wasn't feeling cold. Moreover, I saw that I was naked myself as well, so I reached out for my pajamas. Last night it was fine since it was dark, but now it is all light up, or the light is up, and I would be embarrassed to death if I was seen naked. Ruffle, ruffle. For now, it was enough to put on a top and slip on a pair of underwear. Aoi was still asleep. We're apparently a very noisy sleeper, and we're like sleeping very soundly. He's stark naked and lying on someone else's bed, yet he can still sleep this well. I mean, it was a tiring activity, you know? I lightly kissed his cheek, still not waking up. Even a princess's kiss would not wake him up. I guess he still lacks a bit of sensitivity. Or, you know, this is not a fairy tale. I tried touching his skin. It's smooth and feels good. Oh, I take good care of my skin, okay? Oh, this muscle mass. I'm sure it would taste great if you grilled it. Wait, are you thinking about eating my meat? My muscles? Kotori, what the fuck was that? She suddenly had a cannibalistic urge. Aoi shifted himself in bed. He turned himself over. I reflexively covered my eyes with both hands. Uh-oh, are we looking at his ding-dong? While covered, I peered through a gap in my fingers, my view fixated on that thing. Wow, do you really have to call it that thing? What do you mean, what is that? You know what it is. It even went inside of you, girl. Between Aoi's groin was something that girls don't have, and it was growing very healthily. It was like a pagoda that stood upright. The way it ignores gravity like that, It's the gravity-defying body part. And as if it had woken up on its own, and now going about its own activity. What? You're making it sound like it's just like it just woke up by itself, like it's a creature or an animal, right? It just woke up and now it's looking for food, hunting for food. I am deeply conflicted with my sense of curiosity, but my sense of curiosity was stirred. My young girl's instinctive warnings say, "Don't look, don't touch, you mustn't." To do what? What are you thinking about, Kotori? Are you thinking about grilling it again? And so I gave my way to curiosity. My decision was driven by womanly instincts and my impulsiveness. Just seeing it made my bottom parts throb a little. Take a quick peek. Kotori? She's actually like inspecting it right now. Huh. This looks a bit different than in the biology books. She never thought she would have sex with another person, or becoming romantic partners with someone, let alone being liked by a guy. We even kiss. We even did perverted things, a lot of lewd things happened. I had believed for sure that none of these things would happen to me, because after all, given my body, I was sure there was no guy who would want to do it with me. That was why, to me, what happened last night was like a miracle. Oh gosh. Thinking like that, I feel a sense of fulfillment radiating out through my chest. My cheeks lightened, and I smiled cheerfully. Somehow, my feelings of love for Aoi had grown a great deal. I want to wake him up and cry, "I really like you!" But I gave up on the idea. But before that, my top-class super-powered brain is saying that I must engage in a mission that can only be done right now. What kind of mission? And I follow that order.
私、知ってるわ。これって舐めたりするのよね。
I mean, she hasn't had breakfast yet. You should go take a shower as well.
そうする。
Okay, I'll head back to my room before everybody sees. I'm pretty sure Hat is not gonna spill the beans, right? He's not gonna tell everybody. I give a kiss to Kotori before leaving the room.
行っちゃった。
Where did Hat go?
ドキドキした。
Okay, no one's here. Coast is clear. Though it's early morning, the others could very well have woken up. I sneak through the corridors trying to keep quiet.
行っちゃった。
Hey, Kanako! Whoa! Uh-oh, underwear senpai. I turned around and it was Kanako with Hat in her hand. Of course. Did Hat go to Kanako and just like, wah, 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 look what they're doing, ah, ah, I got kicked out, quack, quack. Kanako, good morning.
朝帰りか。いいなあ、葵くん。
How do you know I got lucky? But please, keep all this a secret.
私はいいけど、ハット先輩は？
Don't worry, I'll give him like delicious food, okay? I'll bribe him somehow. Oh god, he is angry. Hat is really mad. God, he's angry?
昨日の夜さ、私の部屋で寝てたんだよね。小鳥ちゃんと喧嘩でもしたのかと思ってたけど、なるほど、そういうことだったのか。
Yeah, he did not leave of his own accord. He got kicked out. That's right. Last night, we threw Hat out and locked him outside. I mean, it was the correct move though, right? Like, imagine if we let him stay in the room. That'd be way more weird. I'm sorry, Hat. I'll treat you to some cucumber later. Double cucumber, okay? He's like, that's not enough. He's still moody.
この様子じゃ、まだ小鳥ちゃんの部屋には戻らない方が良さそうだね。ハット先輩、朝ごはんにしよっか。
Time for breakfast. If possible, please keep it a secret.
いいよ。
Thank you. I knew I could count on you, Kanako. Said Kanako light-heartedly, then left for the dining room with Hato. My heart was still beating heavily. I have to be more careful, I thought to myself. The day of summer vacation. It's been a while since we've been to school. Today is registration day. For the first time in 2 weeks, everyone in the classroom is catching up on the latest news.
Minase, お前、ハバネさんと付き合ってるって本当か?
Well, it happened kinda suddenly. It started with small talk, you know? It's been a while. How you doing? How you been doing? Sure, dude, you just gotta approach a girl, you know, just talk about a couple of things here and there and it'll slowly build into a relationship. Maybe, hopefully. Jesus, but you gotta start somewhere, that's what I'm saying. Really do? Well, too fucking bad. That's too bad. So, where did you get your information? Oh gosh. Meanwhile, on the other side of the classroom, please do not tell me a geisha is spreading this rumor. Well, it's not a rumor, because it's truth. But, this information? Oh. Is it actually Kotori, like, pridefully telling everybody, you know? Like, yep, I'm dating Aoi. She just gathered every girl in class like, girls, come around, I got a story to tell all of you. I'm dating Aoi. And we did it last night.
仲良かったもんね。
いやー、あの告白は伝説に残るわ。録音してなかったのがもったいないくらい。
What do you mean recorded? What we did last night?
どんな告白だったの？
Oh, the confession. Of course, that's what they're talking about.
それがね、空の上で。
Hey! What kind of rumors are you spreading?
何って、葵が作った伝説だよ。
Involuntarily created. Come on, Kotori. Stop already.
いや、自慢したい気持ちも多少ありまして。
She actually did? She didn't want to boast about it?
お似合いだと思うよ。
っていうか、まだ付き合ってなかったのって感じよね。
The conversation continued without bad feelings. I'm embarrassed, okay? Please cut it out already.
でも、黙っててこそこそ噂されるよりいいんじゃない？
I guess. The thing is, once people start rumors, you kinda have to just immediately tell the truth, because otherwise it's indeed gonna blow way out of proportion, and more people will start making up random shit to add on top of the rumors. So, once rumors start, you just kinda have to address it. Like, you already got attention because the rumors are starting about you anyway, right? So you can't escape attention at that point. Just address it, and at some point it'll go away. Just set the record straight. Boom. In our sophomore year, Kotori was very bad-mannered. Though the number of our mutual friends increased, there were still enough girls to hold a grudge. I wanted to stop any strange rumors before they started. But there's no need to stop them while they speak of my legend, right? I mean, the legend of Aoi does sound cool, right?
そういやそうね。
Sounds like a weird indie spin-off game. I know it's only a simple amusement. Kotori, however, didn't seem all that amused since these things were more difficult for her to talk about.
ねえ、いつから付き合い始めたの？一緒の寮に住んでるんでしょ？それってどうなの？
Kotori was overcome by questions. It's
ハバネさんはいるかしら？
the student council president came into our classroom. Good morning, student council president.
お
Hello.
はようございます。
Uh-oh.
水瀬葵くん。
Uh-oh. I mean, we sort of had a hunch that Akari maybe liked us, right? And that maybe she was doing the Soaring Club favors for that very reason, just for the potential of maybe getting with us, right? But now that we're dating Kotori, if she knows about that, it might destroy all of her hope, you know? Like, oh god, I'll never date Aoi.
おはよう生徒会長。何か私にご用かしら？ソアリング部の活動状況を聞いておこうと思って。あなたたち学校内で活動していないでしょ？
Kumoe-san gave us her approval and stood against the faculty on our behalf. The homeroom teacher seemed to be with us as well.
新しい拠点が見つかったおかげで順調よ。機体の改良も済んで先日テストフライトもしたし。
The Soaring Club is making great improvements. As Kotori mentioned the test flight, the girls in the back started whispering things like, the place where legends are born, oh god. The Legend of Aoi, you're just... That would actually be an amazing fucking game, okay? The Legend of Aoi. You're just flying in a glider amongst the sky. Well, okay, that's like one particular level. The first level is she gotta like try and get a girl to talk with, you know, become friends with. And then you try and lure them into a glider with you. You fly around with them, and then you try to find a way to confess to them while flying in the glider. That's like the last level. And when she says yes, you got the good ending. If she says no, you got the bad ending. That'd be an amazing game. So it seems that this will be the joke for the time being.
そう、もうそこまで。さすが、やる気があるクラブは違うわね。
Exactly. We got a shit ton of motivation.
あかりさんのおかげです。本当にありがとうございました。やる気があるクラブから活動の場を奪うなんておかしいと思っただけよ。今度テストフライトを見に行ってもいいかしら。
Oh sure. You'll be succumbed to the magic of flying in a glider. Just seeing it, like it had an impact on Asa, right? Asa became like mystified by it, and so much to the point where she actually wanted to join us. She wanted to join the Soaring Club after seeing our glider fly. So Maybe the same. No, I don't think Akari will join, but she will at least be like in awe of it, right? If she sees it.
ぜひ来てちょうだい。生徒会長の判断が間違ってなかったってわかると思うわ。
Kumoi-san smiled at Kotori seeing full of confidence, or seeing Kotori.
楽しみにしてるわ。
We should just hold like an exhibition or something, you know, like once a week on the morning, we'll just have test flights and people can come and watch if they want to. Just because it's registration day, and we're seeing all the regular students again, that doesn't mean that we are having class. The homeroom teacher reminded us that we're on summer break, and that we should leave. The students not belonging to a dorm couldn't leave though. Ageha, are you heading straight home after this?
今日荷物が届くんだ。それ受け取らないと。
We, meaning the club. My destination was our secret base.
生徒会長、あっと驚かせてやらないとね。
Kotori was in a great mood since Kumoi-san promised she would come take a look sometime. How could you resist being prideful about a glider you helped to build? While thinking about this, I go wait in front of the elevator. Geha cried out against her will and quickly shut her mouth. From across the hallway, a heavy middle-aged teacher came lumbering down. Oh fuck, it's this guy.
Tobioka.
Oh shit, everybody hide quickly. When Tobioka saw us, a sarcastic smile crossed his mouth.
Yo, お前たち。先生に会ったら挨拶くらいしたらどうだ?
Only if you respect the teacher.
チース。Tobioka sensei.
When Ageha greeted the founder of the robot club, I lowered my head too. Only Kotori's expression said, "Why would I greet you? Just like a dog would greet a burglar."
お前ら、学校に許可なく校外活動をしているそうだな。
許可はもらっています。
We
ちゃん
do.
と生徒会の承認は得ていますから。
What you gonna do about it, huh?
生徒会？所詮は子供の集まりだ。勝手な真似は許さんぞ。
What?
別に許してもらわなくて結構よ。
Kotori muttered to herself, just loud enough for Tobioka to hear. Tobioka frowned with disapproval. I love that Kotori just doesn't bow down to Tobioka, right? She's not afraid of him whatsoever. If activities are off campus and unrelated to school, why should a teacher care? I finally snapped too. It's a 2-on-1 battle now. You try to talk shit to my girlfriend, you're gonna have to deal with me, boy. Tobioka glared at me with his usual pout.
倉庫から盗まれたグライダーの件がある。犯人が学校と無関係な活動にそれを使用しているなら処罰せねばな。
Yeah, I completely agree. Too bad that the glider that we're using now though looks completely different. Hit where it hurts.
せいぜい問題を起こさないよう気をつけることだな。
Well, I sure hope you find the thieves. With his parting threat, Tobioka continued lumbering down the hall.
ムカつく。
Yeah, fuck that
なん
guy.
なのよあいつ。
まあまあ、揉めてもいいことないって。
そうだけど。
If there are enemies to be had, it would be that guy.
せめて夏休みが終わるまでは穏便に行きましょう。
そうね。モーニンググローリーを飛ぶっていう大目標を邪魔されたくないもんね。
As she spoke, Kotori settled down. Hurry up and come already, I muttered impatiently while repeating pounding the elevator button. Finally, the elevator arrived. The door opened and the passengers left the elevator. We made space.
やあ、君たち。おはよう。
Amane! Amane?
びっくりした。なんでアマネちゃんが乗ってるの？
It's kind of funny, right? It seems like before we would, when Amane was actually here at school, right? Still a student here. The only place we would ever saw her was just the garage. And now, like a year later, when she's not part of the school, we're seeing her in like all different sorts of places. It just kind of feels weird. And that's part of the fun of the surprise too, right? Because we don't expect to stumble upon her and then, hey, in the elevator! Oh, hey, you're here too! Oh, wow, you're in the grass here!
お、本。違うぞ、君たち。 私はあまねちゃんではなくて望月先生だぞ。
Ah, come on, don't let it get to your head, Amane. She said with a prideful swagger.
去年ま
She
でモ
got
ラ
the
トリアの
swag.
園長先やってたくせに。
その望月先生が何をなさってるんですか？
Isn't she going to be a lecturer over the second term?
打ち合わせというやつだ。いろいろ大変なんだ。
She keeps stressing that part.
大人だからな。
Keeps saying like, I'm an adult, okay, I'm an adult, I'm an adult. Like the more you have to actually say that and try to convince people of it, the less you actually are an adult, probably. She stated with her nose in the air. As usual, the statement was to give the... what? To give the chance to boast. Or give her the chance to
そ
boast.
んなに大人になりたかったんならさっさと卒業しとけばよかったのに。
おわ、それ言っちゃうか。じゃあな、君たち。後で秘密基地に顔を出すよ。
Oh, okay. Amane strode down the hall. The students who knew Amane made a face like, "What's that?" as they saw her go
あ
by.
ねちゃんが学校にいるなんて不思議な感じ。
Uh-huh.
いいなぁ。私も特別講義受けたい。
Well, you gotta graduate first, girl. Shouldn't you just put your dream out there? The appearance of Amane suddenly cast away the anger and bad taste left from meeting Tobioka.
じゃあ、私は先に行くね。急がないと荷物来ちゃうから。
Alright, catch you later. Ageha hurriedly ran home. So, shall we take our time heading out? I took Kotori's wheelchair handles and gazed about. I feel like us sort of holding her by the wheelchair while we're walking together, you know, pushing her along. It's kind of similar like holding hands. In a couple fashion, right? When you're just walking side by side holding hands. That's our holding hands. There seemed to be a few students heading home, but there was still a strange life to the air. Being at school during the summer holiday always made things feel special. While pushing Kotori's wheelchair, we made for home. How have you been since then?
何が？
You know, that time? Some blood came ah blah blah.
ああ、平気。
You're not dying, right? Right? Kotori blushed and she cast her head down as she replied.
しばらく痛かったけど、もう収まったから。
Okay, I'm glad to hear. I didn't want to, you know, like impale you to death. I see. Although I don't think that's ever happened, right? Impaled by dick. Like that written on your cause of death. I highly doubt it. Since our first time, it's been awkward facing each other or talking about this kind of stuff when others are around.
痛かったけど嬉しかったから、葵くんに初めてをあげられて。
Yeah, me too. I replied shyly. It's times like these when I'm glad to be behind Kotori, where I don't have to show my face. Several seconds of silence. Anyway, let's go. I pushed the wheelchair again, and we moved forward.
どう？シート合ってる？
私のお尻にジャストフィットしてる。
Is it complete? Kotori said nervously, sitting in a cockpit. Kotori checked the seat designed for her. We're finally finished, is what I wanted to say, but...
まさか業者が部品を間違えるなんて。
Are you fucking shitting me? They gave us the wrong parts? The package that Ageha ran home to collect ended up having the wrong parts. The manufacturer must have made a mistake. Thanks to the mishap, Kotori's cockpit was incomplete.
発送のやり直しで早くても明日になるんですよね。
Oh no. Another extra 24 hours we gotta wait?
ってことはテストできるのは最速で明後日か。
Hearing the conversation, Kotori played with a yoke nervously.
それが操縦桿でこっちのがラダー操作ね。
In Kotori's cockpit, there were no pedals. In addition to the yoke, there was an unfamiliar lever. Oh yeah, there on the left. Like if you compare the two, the black one in the middle, that's the standard one, that's the... what was it? Rudder? I don't know. The yoke or the rudder. I don't know whatever one. That's the one, right? But then the one next to it, you see sort of one with a purple handle. That's probably the one in place of the pedals down below. So how was it?
よくわかんないけど、いい感じ。でも
Kotori seemed somewhat apologetic.
前の席でよかったの？
Kotori's cockpit took up 2 spaces. Ageha looked over at me. I should explain. Don't worry about it. This cockpit isn't exclusively for Kotori's use. Just because the rudders hand operated doesn't mean that someone else can't use it. True.
どうせなら前に乗って飛びたいんじゃない？
もちろんよ。
Of course she wants the best seat in the house. Kotori curbed the excitement in her voice, like a child at Christmas who gazed at the yoke. Wait, okay, so the front seat is for Kotori, not the back seat. Okay, then I don't know what in addition came instead of the pedals then, though. Because that must mean that the purple one is also in the front one. Because I originally thought the back seat was Kotori's. And that the 2 handles in the back seat was, like, one of them was an extra one added instead of a pedal down below. But that's not the case. I don't know what it is added exactly then. At least not what it looks like. The desire to fly soon oozed from her
悪い
body.
けどもうちょっとだけ待ってね。
We're short some parts. There's nothing we can do about that. So, what you're saying is, until the gliders are complete, there's no test.
そういうこと。
Kotori was helping out the cockpit and was helped out of the cockpit and transferred to her wheelchair. But her excitement didn't cool down.
ちゃんとできてるじゃないか。
Amane came by after Kotori got out of the cockpit and stuck her head inside. You could at least say hi when you get here. Amane chattered as she checked out the cockpit that she designed.
ねえ、あまねちゃん。
She always just casually sneaks in like she's been here all along.
あまねさん呼んでますよ。
Of course she can! What kind of disrespectful question is that, Asa? She's the one who taught me to fly.
おお。
Unless she forgot. I tapped on Asa's shoulder. Amane looked up.
なんだ？
Kotori stopped by
あ
Amane.
まねちゃん、ちょっとかがんでみて。
Amane was reluctant and cautious. What's going on? Are we like trying to check out her butt? She looked like she wanted to avoid being slapped on the
いい
head.
から早く早く。
Huh? Yeah, why does she have to bend over? Amane leaned down. Kotori reached out both hands. Yeah, what's happening? Hug? And hugged Amane. Aww.
ありがとう、あまねちゃん。私のために設計図書いてくれて。
Aw, Kotori is so happy. With the strength of a Yukari tree, that must have been a really strong tree, Kotori hugged Amane and swung her side to side. Damn.
あ、嬉しいぞ小鳥。
大好きだよ、あまねちゃん。
Kotori did not let go of Amane until she was satisfied transmitting her
みん
happiness.
なもありがとう。あんたたちは最高の仲間よ。
Kotori, wearing a grandiose expression, was so filled with emotion she looked like she was about to cry.
次のテストで早速飛んでもらうからね。
Kotori turned solemn and nodded. Crap, I'm late. Since club activities were over, and it had been a while since I had been home to see my family, I decided to head home. I called my mom as I went. My job was taking care of the dorm, so it was nice to get out and visit my family sometimes. I have to get home quickly to start getting dinner ready. I'm home! Hello, Asa-chan. When I got in the entranceway, Asa pointed at me and stated,
小鳥先輩。
what is it?
小鳥先輩、小鳥先輩。
She's like, excitedly calling Kotori because I returned, I guess?
どうしたの、朝。
葵先輩、帰ってきましたよ。
なぬ。
She comes wheeling down at like freaking world records pace, speed. Jeez, what was that all about? Tilting her head, Kotori made her way down the hallway in her wheelchair. Kotori-chan! With her body throwing force, Kotori flew by and at the last minute braked to a stop and grabbed my hand. I could just... I just totally imagine her just like, you know, going really fast with her wheelchair, and at the last second she just like drifts, like, yeah, stops right in front of me and hugs me.
Aoi-kun! Aoi-kun! Aoi-kun!
Kotori! Well, what? What's wrong?
Asa!
Hearing her name, Asa stepped forward.
小鳥先輩はテストの日が待ち遠しすぎてうずうずが止まらなくなってしまったのです。
Aww.
そんな小鳥先輩の心を満たしてくれるのは葵先輩だけ。もう2時間も前からけなげに帰りを待っていたのです。
So that was it. Sorry I'm late. But why did you tell Asa? Here you go! A present! A 6-pack of Haagen-Dazs. Damn, a 6-pack? I didn't even know those things came in 6-packs. I thought it was mainly only beer. There's some for Asa too. I got them from my mother.
ご飯の前に食べていいの?
Fine. It's gonna be a while before dinner anyway. Sure, of course. Though you'll probably end up eating dinner a little late.
美味だわ。ご飯の前に食べるという背徳感がまたたまらない。
I feel like eating ice cream before dinner, which is like something that as a child you were never supposed to do because your parents told me, no, it's not good. Don't fill up before dinner, little Bobby, you know? Something like that. And then when you actually just do it yourself, it just kind of feels like, it just feels so glorious, right? Because, oh, I was never told to do it, but screw you, Mom, I'm doing it anyway.
ねえ夜ちゃん、半分こしようよ。いいわよ、姉さん。
The friends ate Haagen-Dazs together. I didn't see Kanako and wondered where she disappeared off to. Hey, Kotori, do you have any plans for tomorrow? We can't do any test flights tomorrow, and due to the mishap with the parts, we can't do any work, so I guess tomorrow's a day off. Kotori shook her head as she ate her ice cream. So, we only went home for like a couple of hours, not even like a full day, but like the way Kotori just sort of like ran, well, you know, wheeled towards me at fucking the speed of lightning, speed of light, made it seem like I was gone for a couple of days, if not a week. But yeah, do you want to go see a movie?
映画?
Yeah, I heard the new It movie's pretty good. Yeah, my mom gave me some tickets. If you wanted, I was thinking we could go together. She got them from a customer, so they're just regular tickets. She gave them to me as a reward for working hard.
Asa!
Kotori called out Asa's name. Asa stepped forward and started whispering.
小鳥先輩、これってデートのお誘いですよ。
What is so surprising about that? I mean, come on, we already did it, girl. Like, you shouldn't be blushing or ashamed of me asking you out on a date, right? Although, in terms of like regular relationships, normal relationships, or stereotypical, that's probably the better word. Stereotypical relationship, usually you go out on a date before you start screwing, you know? But I guess with us that officially never happened, where I just officially asked her out on a date.
行くといいと思います。
でも、映画か。
What's wrong with the movie? You don't like movies? Even though they were talking in whispers, it was possible to hear their conversation.
そんなことないよ。見たい、葵くんとなら。でも。
It's a bit of a hassle. Do they even... actually, the last movie theater I went to when I saw Dunkirk, that was a movie theater where they actually had... Because a man actually came in there too that was in a wheelchair, which kind of surprised me because I don't go to the cinema that often, but like I never actually saw a person like go into the movie theater with a wheelchair. So I never actually realized if cinemas by standard are just like wheelchair accessible. But I just kind of noticed that the last time I went there, I was like, hey, this one actually is cool. But I'm guessing maybe she thinks that our cinema or the cinema we're going to might not be wheelchair accessible or something like that, or just a hassle in general. Kotori stopped eating her ice cream and began pondering. You don't need to worry. I mean, you got a built-in seat yourself. The theater is at Windy, and it's completely handicap friendly there. Kotori's expression said, "How did you manage to know what I was thinking?" Oh, I know, girl, of course.
じゃあいいかな。
I'm your boyfriend, I'm supposed to know those things. So, it's decided, or at least some girls expect you to know those types of things without them even expressing it. You're supposed to kind of read it and know it from the way they're acting, or somehow be able to read their mind.
よかったですね、小鳥先輩。
Asa said to a laughing Kotori. Well, I have to start getting dinner ready. Could you give me a hand when you finish eating? Kotori nodded and ate faster.